All of my paintings are landscapes of the world around me. Some of them may be industrial, some of them may be city scenes, but to me they're all landscapes that come out of my mind and my creative process. I would describe my work generally as impressionistic. I tend to abstract and emotionalize most of my images and not represent them as a photograph. About 90% of the work, the artwork that I do, is studio work. I occasionally do plein air painting out on assignment or out on location, and that's fun, it's entertaining, it has a different way of working than in the studio, but most of my work is in the studio. Often starts from photographs, but I'll then go from the photograph to sketching and designing a piece. And oftentimes it'll be days of sketching and designing and thinking about how I want it to look, how I want to represent it, how different pieces go together. And oftentimes I'll take 4 and 5 photographs and combine them into one painting. So it's a collage of images going into the work. Well, I'll paint Pikes Peak and it doesn't even look like Pikes Peak to some degree. I'm an image person. I come up with an image, I come up with an idea, and I don't really associate names. And then as I paint, as I develop the piece from sketches and or through the painting process, it'll evolve and change. The image and the concept I have in my mind when I start a piece only vaguely represents the piece at the end. But I want it that way because I don't want that much control. That's one reason why lots of times I favor watercolor, is the joy of watercolor is to let a watercolor paint itself. And you're not really in control, you only nudge it and encourage it and gives vague suggestions, and it does a lot of the work on its own. When I do paint, when I get involved in what I think of as the evolutionary or evolving process of painting, I lose all track of time. And so unless there's an alarm or an intention of focus to look at the time, it is the interaction between me and the paint and the paper or the canvas I'm working on, and everything else sort of falls to the background. I can't choose a medium, I can't choose a style, and I don't want to. Because a part of the art for me is exploring who I am, what I am, how I relate to the world. A part of it is the creative process, which I don't want to control. I want to encourage, I want to facilitate, but I want each piece to create itself. And I think that's why I paint sometimes the way I do, is because I see something happening on the paper and it may not be what I had imagined or what I wanted, but it's like, I'm going to go with it. There's beauty in that. And I'll just keep processing it and sort of nudging it along. And that's what to me, that's what my creative process is all about. That's what my work is. It's sort of a working meditation and a nudging and encouraging something that starts to become whole.